got it all. That's it. That's the go-to. I keep swirling at my white. The water's a little clear. Went to the go-to. We got her. Hey y'all, how's it going? Bass Elite Series Pro, Clent Davis. I've been fishing the shad spawn here this morning. It's late April and you know it's getting it going. Most of the bass here, I'm on Lay Lake, Coosa River. You know, it's starting to go on all over the southeast, farther south. You know, it's probably pretty late into the shad spawn. It usually starts, you know, I see it 66, 67 degrees, and it's really going when it gets to 70. And, you know, it's one of my favorite times of the year to fish. You know, it's an early deal. Here at the house, won tons of tournaments, and you win them in the first 45 minutes on that deal. The fish are just going crazy, eating shad, and once that goes away, it's like they get lazy the rest of the day, and they go take a nap, and they're hard to catch. So you know you got to get it while the getting's good. And you know, these are my favorite baits to fish with, and number one all time, grass, docks, rocks, it doesn't matter, is a swim jig. To me, it's just the best shad spawn bait there is. And you know, and these are nickels. That's a sledgehammer. That's a saber. And these are my two favorite colors. I actually named this skirt shad spawn. I made a lot of money on it, caught a lot of fish on it, and I call it that because that's when I throw it, around the shad spawn. And they like it. They tend to like it. This one's been chewed to death. That's a Mr. Twister buzz bug, just a white buzz bug on there. And you know, that's what I like to fish with. Another one, I see it a lot. You get around a lot of pressured fish, water gets cleared up, and they tend to roll on this white one. Well, you can do two things. You can flip to them and hopefully catch them, or you can change colors of your jig. And I go to this. This is my go-to. It's still, you know, a shad color. It's black instead of white. Got the purple and chartreuse in it. And you know, today I went to that and caught a lot of fish on it. But these are my two favorites. I typically throw a 3/8 90% of the time. That's what I like to throw. One thing I do is I swim my jigs on a 6-to-1 ratio reel. I know a lot of people like that 7, but for me and for most people, I don't know if they realize they're doing it or not, but you get to reeling it too fast. You get to working the bait too fast, and fish isn't going to eat it. Why is he going to chase your bait when he's got 500 of them sitting right there by him? So you really got to pump that thing by him and, you know, show it to them, make them eat it. So that's one thing I do. I think a lot of people don't do is, you know, I throw it on a 6-to-1 Okuma Helios reel. I like a 7/6 heavy rod. I throw it on a 7/6 heavy Helios. I just think a longer rod gets a better hook set and you catch more fish. You know, some people like a 7-foot. Again, that's just my thoughts on the rod situation. 65-pound Yo-zuri braid. That's how I throw this. That's my setup. But you know, that's it. Another bait I'll throw a lot, and I like the water to be a little more off color, or fishing submerged grass. Yeah, it works on docks and rocks and seawalls as well. But for me, a spinnerbait is usually a deal when, to me, when they're in coontail, hydrilla, milfoil, something like that offshore. That's when I'll pick this up and throw it some. As well as this. That's another one. Square bill, Yo-zuri 3DB. That's always tied on the deck of my boat when the shad spawn's going on. It's almost always tied on, but when the shad spawn's going on, I'm gonna have this guy on. And then of course, always, because you never know when one's gonna blow up out there, that's the 3DB pencil, Yo-zuri. I changed out the hooks for those are the Big 10 owner hooks. I like them for when I'm throwing, you know, straight braid. I'll actually go down to a 30 or 40 pound braid so I can chunk it a mile. But that's it for me. These are my baits. Again, the swim jig is my number one, and don't be scared. Like I said, don't be scared to get away from the white sometimes. This, man, I've made a lot of money on this one. It's one of those deals. It's still got kind of that shad hue to it, but it's not the solid bright white that sticks out like a sore thumb. So that's how I fish the shad spawn. These are the baits. Check it out. It's going on right now. Good luck to you.